In the final days of our American Southwest road trip, we made it to Tucson, Arizona, with plans to explore Saguaro National Park and the local food scene. Until our arrival in Tucson, the restaurants on our road trip had largely ranged from mediocre to downright bad, with a few exceptions. We were happy to finally be in a city with notable food. My uncle flew in from Canada to join us for the next few days, and I thought it would be nice to have a family-style Chinese dinner for our first meal together. With 5 people, we could have a feast. We were even lucky enough to order an off-the-menu special, this deliciously tender braised pork shank. Other highlights included the tofu with century egg, cauliflower dry pot with broccoli and pork belly, and Sichuan boiled fish. Saguaro National Park is comprised of 2 districts on each side of Tucson, the Rincon Mountain District to the east and the Tucson Mountain District to the west. We chose to explore the east side first, driving the Cactus Forest Scenic Loop. The drive has many stops along the way, and we had plenty of time to enjoy most of them at a leisurely pace, taking in the scenery and enjoying each other's company.
We're in Saguaro National Park. We're hiking along this little trail that's next to the Scenic route. I don't remember what it's called.
The Desert Ecology Trail.
Look how big that cactus is. It's got like 6 arms.
Javelina Rocks is a small but very scenic area. We took this opportunity to take a bunch of photos, some regular and some goofy. We were staying at a bed and breakfast located in the historic Sam Hughes neighborhood. And on our second night in Tucson, we took a lovely walk to dinner at a vegetarian Mexican restaurant called Tumerico. We each got something different, with nachos to share for the table. And while everything was good, Philip's burrito was the least memorable. My parents, however, ordered 2 standout dishes. Before dinner, my dad could not have been less enthused about eating at a vegetarian restaurant, but he was so surprised and absolutely raving about how good his chili rellenos were. My mom ordered the ropa vieja, and it was one of the best renditions of a dish I've ever had, vegetarian or otherwise. Each morning, our B&B served a delicious 3-course breakfast, and this day was no different. It was probably the most starch and sugar-heavy breakfast out of all the ones we had, but it was much needed for the trail we were about to hike. Our goal today was summiting Wasson Peak in the Western District.
Okay, we're gonna start here, go up the King Canyon Trail up to Wasson Peak. We're going to take the Hugh Norris Trail and then back down the Gold Mine Trail. 7.8 mile loop. Yeah, so when you see this sign, don't follow the riverbed this way. We hiked at least half a mile and wasted time. You want to follow the Sweetwater Trail, this arrow, up these steps.
The heat was brutal. At around 95 degrees Fahrenheit, it turned what otherwise would have been a moderate hike into a very difficult one. We thankfully had enough food and water to get us through, but I will never again underestimate the difficulty multiplier of hiking in heat.
More wind, please.
We'll meet you at the sign?
In the shade.
Or yeah, in the shade next to the sign.
Well, there's a stopping.
Yes, please. Yes, we'll be there soon.
That cactus looks like he's getting ready to go on a boxing match.
During our descent, we were greeted by a sunset that cast a beautiful golden sheen on everything around us. It was a wonderful end to a difficult but rewarding hike. We were famished after the hike and soon found ourselves at a seafood-focused restaurant called CRUDA. We had some much-deserved drinks, delicious oysters, ceviche, carby and cheesy quesadillas and pasta, and enjoyed our last dinner together before we parted ways the next day.